5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy holidays!
The history of the lights is really interesting. It actually started back in 1919 when Civic Center Park was actually the first thing that was lit prior to the city and county building being lit. So in 1919, they took the white globes around the park and they changed them to red and green lights, and then they twined some evergreen branches together. So that was the first lighting here in Civic Center Park. When the building, city and county building, was finished being built, the city offices moved into them, and that's when they began to light the city and county building. We're celebrating two different traditions right now. We'd celebrate 101 years for the first time the Civic Center Park was lit, but this will be our 88th year for lighting the city and county building. So 2020 has been difficult. It's been difficult for everyone across the country, across the world, and certainly here in Denver. And tradition is something that actually brings the community together. The city and county building being lit is a tradition for us, and this was one tradition that we felt that we could still hold on to and safely offer to Denver. What's new this year is the wreath that sits right above the center door of the city and county building. It's 12 feet high, and it has got just over 600 lights attached to it. So this is the first year we've had a wreath. It's a beautiful addition to the show. And then, of course, the music. Blazing Illuminations, which is the lighting production company that we work with every year, they connected with local Colorado artists. The composers wanted to document and acknowledge what is happening in 2020, and it begins with the struggle. And it moves into triumph. And then into unity. And it is our hope that those coming down to watch and to listen to the show is able to experience that same feeling. So the producers of the light show this year and the composers of the music wanted to honor our frontline workers, and they have visually built into the program red and white lights. We hope that when they come down and see the red and white lights, that they know that if for those few seconds that the city of Denver is thinking of them and thanking them for all that they have done for us. If you do plan to come down to view the lights, know that Bannock Street is permanently closed in front of the city and county building. So you can't drive by anymore, but you can have the same experience by walking into the park. We ask that you do so safely, with only those in your own household, and to be sure to keep a safe distance from others in the park, at least 6 feet. And of course, wear your most festive holiday mask. So please come down between now and January 24th to celebrate this tradition with us and enjoy the lights on the city and county building.
The Mile High Tree is located on the corner of 16th and Welton Streets, right on the 16th Street Mall. So it's hard to miss. It's also 110 feet tall. So if you miss it, you might not be looking. They also wanted to bring it to a new location where even more people could come and see it. There's a lot going on downtown in terms of shopping, takeout dining, hotel stays. So there are a lot of people and a lot of traffic down here that can still really enjoy the tree. You know, we always want to continue Denver's favorite traditions and bring new ones to the city as well. But I think this year everybody could use a little bit more joy. So a lot of the attractions and traditions are still taking place with everybody's safety in mind. We have various safety protocols in place at the Mile High Tree, including distanced lines And then once you're able to go inside the tree, there are circles where you can stand with members of your household. There are 4 groups allowed inside at a time. The size of the group is limited, masks are required, and we just encourage everybody to do as much as they can to be safe while still having a great time. The Mile High Tree is free this year and open to the public, so there are no tickets, but we do recommend coming down. The hours that it's open to the public where you can go inside are Thursday through Saturday and some special Sundays from 5 to 9:30 to encourage everybody to come and then be done by that 10 o'clock time frame. Otherwise, it's visible all week. The music and lights will be on every night of the week. Denver Union Station is presenting Winter Wonder Lights this year, which is the first ever light show on Union Station. So it's actually on the outside of the station. It's projecting everything from art from local artists to old photos of the station, winter scenes, holiday music, all sorts of things. So it's a really fun display to go and see from a distance outside safely.
We normally produce the 90s Parade of Lights, which is a 2-night extravaganza where folks line the streets and see the parades pass by. And so we decided to flip that on its head this year and create a month-long experience where people could create their own parade by visiting each of the floats in all different areas of downtown Denver. This year's Parade of Light floats are stationed all over downtown Denver, from Union Station down to Denver Pavilions and everywhere in between. We also have a Parade of Lights app, which allows you to find the floats really easily, and there are a few different cool ways to experience it. The first is an interactive scavenger hunt that you can sign up for and participate in either on your own or with members of your household. The scavenger hunt will give you clues and will give you a really interactive way of experiencing downtown Denver. It'll take you all over the center city and help you discover different parts of the city and also different ways to celebrate the holidays. We knew that even though we were in brand new territory with the pandemic, it was still really important to help people celebrate the holidays and find something to look forward to and discover the magic of the holiday season that we all love so much each year.
I've been wanting to come to Civic Center Park for a couple of years now. At Skyline Park, we were elbow to elbow. It was very, very close. And if there was ever a year that we needed more elbow room, it was this year. We have 60,000 square feet of space here, which is a lot more room. And you get a lot more of a European vibe here too, with the Greek Theater behind me, Seal Pond in this direction. It's very good European vibe over here. You come in and you're immediately in a winter wonderland, basically a little Christmas village. You can grab a nice hot Glühwein. Glühwein is a mulled wine. It's spiced, it's really warm and delicious, and it warms you up from the inside for sure. All of our vendors in these little huts behind me, they're all small business owners. So most of them are local, either from Colorado, some from like New Mexico and Wyoming, but others are from very out of town. They're from Germany, Austria, Ukraine, Russia. We have a lot of international flavor as well. We have a lot of different safety protocols. So contact tracing, when you get to the gate, there's a sign that has a QR code and you can scan it with your device, and it pulls up a very short survey where you just fill out your information. That way, if anything did happen, we'd be able to get in touch with you and let you know. We also have a max capacity. So we are split into 2 zones. Each zone has a max capacity of 75 people right now with the current regulations. So we have a one-way traffic flow, and that goes throughout, but you don't get stuck necessarily. You can loop around within the zone. One change this year, you have to eat and drink at a table, so that's a little bit different. The Denver Christkindl Market brings a little bit of normalcy back in our lives. It's a magical place. We made it as safe as possible. It's really charming and beautiful, and it's totally open-air experience, outdoors, and yeah, it's just really nice.
Merry Christmas.